Good evening, everyone. This is Cynthia with your daily tarot card of the day. And today's been a little bit of a crazy day, so I apologize that we didn't have one to start off our day. But this week we're using the HerbCrafter's Tarot, which I have information about in the description box below. And yeah, today was just a bit of a crazy day, so I do apologize that this is more of like an end of the day. So, you know, let's take a look and see what Spirit has to say for the collective about what's gone on today. A nice little review, a nice little encouragement, maybe something to relax with to prepare us for tomorrow. Yeah, so I invite you all to take a moment to tune into your own intuition, your own inner guidance, spirit guides, higher self, and whatever card comes up, see what kind of personal messages and insights might come through for you as you sort of do a very loving, observant, receptive review of your day and the energy and perhaps how you're preparing yourself for tomorrow. You might take this card into your evening meditation and see what kind of lessons or information might come through for you. But please know that these readings are general for the collective, so if it does not resonate with you, please do not own it. And it is timeless, so whenever you happen to find this reading, whether it's at the end of your day, like we're recording it right now, or whether it is at the beginning of the day or any time during your day. Okay. Tuning in. Thank you, Spirit. Adelita of Earth with Yucca. The Adelita is the warrior, so this would be the Knight of Pentacles in a traditional tarot deck. And she's in the picture, as you can plainly see. She's taken some fronds from the yucca plant, which we usually eat the root. It's very good, lots of vitamins and minerals. But she's taking it and she's fashioning it into a Bridget's cross. Well, in some circles it's known as Bridget's cross. I think it's described as such in the book. And that's a symbol not just of the four directions, but also of protection, orderliness, and the same can be said for the plant itself. But the whole idea behind the imagery and the artwork in this particular card, I do remember reading, was being able to use the resources at hand in new and innovative ways in order to bring power to whatever it is that you're doing, and to be able to use things wisely. And the Knight of Pentacles is very much of that kind of an energy. So today, today's energy, and I myself experienced this, although my energy was probably a little bit more frazzled and a little bit less grounded than the Knight probably would have wanted me to be. But there's the energy of planning, taking things step by step, but continuously like making your steps, continuously doing the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And but he's slow. He's that earthy energy. It's very grounded, it's determined, and it's powerful. It's intelligent with its strategy and with its planning, but there's the sense of taking things step by step, or there's also this energy which I probably could have benefited from. So this is kind of reminding me, like, you didn't do this today, but this is something you need to pay attention to, is the fact of when we rush through our to-do list, or we push without taking a break, then we can end up exhausting ourselves. And when you're under the crunch or under a deadline, sometimes it can be hard not to keep that rushing. But there's a need for both consistency and step by step, and following the plan or the strategy to the best of your ability in the moment. But there's also a need to remember to take breaks. I mean, if you look in the traditional tarot, with the Knight of Pentacles on his horse, and he's a slow-moving knight, they're going to cover a vast distance when they need to, but they're going to, the knight's going to remember to stop and take a break and water his horse and, tend to other needs, right? There's always time to slow down, even though you think maybe you're going slowly or you're under a time crunch or something. But there's always time to make time for self-care. So I kind of feel like, and I'm going to double check in the book for a moment, but I kind of feel like the energy of this Adelita of Earth, which is using the resources available in wise fashion, and somewhat being innovative with what it is that you have. But then again, there's also that Knight of Earth or Knight of Pentacles energy that we see from more traditional tarot, which is also remember to take it slow, remember to go a little bit at a time, and make time for self-care as well. Yeah, so I just looked up the energy of the card, and again, of the messages that were there, that came through strongest in my impression was that she's using the resources of where she's at. So time and season in the place where you are. So this could be a season of your life. It could actually be the weather season. What preparations are you making as the weather changes? What resources are available to you as you look ahead at the next month or 2 months? What resources are available to you to get done the projects or the things that you have set in place for yourself? Now, for a daily energy read, it could be not just being prepared for today or tomorrow, but looking ahead at your week, which I did at the end of the day. Also looked over my list and say, okay, am I prepared for these things? Because again, coming down to a deadline and I'm feeling not prepared. So I've been doing the rushing thing. So again, that brings in that strategy and that planning and that step-by-step slow moving energy of the Knight of Pentacles, which is saying, review, make time to rest, and continue forward persistently. And that's what's going to get you where you need to be. And, the Adelita of Earth in this particular deck, she says, I'll read the top for you. Put a new spin on an old tradition. Ground your spirituality in practical ways. To honor your ancestors, honor the land. The Adelita of Earth is driven by the power of place. She explores new ways to embody old traditions using what is locally available to her without depleting resources. So in this, with it specifies with yucca, she knows yucca is used for weaving baskets, rope, and shoes. With the spirit of her foremothers behind her, she vows to respect the people and the medicine of her home. So again, whether you've moved to a new place, or whether you find yourself in a new environment, or whether you need to look at your old environment in a new way, the resources at hand that are appropriate for the time and the season, doing things in a new way. In Ireland, they'd have used straw, wheat, different things of that nature in order to make a Bridget's cross. In the Southwest, where the yucca grows of itself, and she's using those fronds. Here, where I'm at right now, we're in Southeast, and so palm fronds are plenty. In your yard, on the roadside, wherever. So, using those. So again, it's like this energy of what resources are available to you, especially if you're finding yourself in a new place, or if you're finding yourself, in a time crunch, or, trying to work hard through something because it's coming time to launch it or push it in a new direction or hand it over or something like that. You look at the resources that you have available, and look at them in a new way, and be open to finding innovative solutions. If you ran into any roadblocks today while you were working on something, let it go, release it, give yourself the you time, the break, the relaxation, to leave it behind for a few hours. And then tomorrow when you wake up, you might have that inspiration. You might have that innovative idea. Sometimes when we let go of the obstacle, the way around it or through it, or how to resolve it or dissolve it, comes to us. And so there's that energy of, again, the resources are available if you use them wisely, and if you open your mind to innovative solutions, and new ways of using what you do have available. So I hope that energy helps you to maybe understand what you've been through today, or what you're preparing for tomorrow. It definitely encourages you to remember to make time to take time, and to go step by step, follow your plan. Resources would be available. So I am wishing you all of the best. Thank you so much for joining me. Peace and blessings for the rest of your day and or your evening. And I do look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, where I will be back on track. You will have your card of the day in a timely fashion. Have a great night. Thanks, everyone.